It's Week 12 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Commanders, and it comes your way.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. For TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Dalton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Dalton sets up play action. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Passing, it's Dalton. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 11 carries, 53 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Hand off now to Robinson. And this is going to be a Commanders first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is taken at the 18.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
The For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Dalton.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So Dalton now.
That caught by Trimble.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And Dalton to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Looking long for Thomas. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So that PI call will give him one more play.
It'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
The veteran Joe Schobert getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Inside handoff, Penning. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Now Dalton. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember they did put points on.
Back now at FedEx Field.
Here we go.
Second down at 5.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Garoppolo staying on his feet. And Thomas has it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Robinson up the middle. Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of fun for horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, They've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Dalton's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Penny. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. And this is caught. He hits Moore.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Dalton. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The handoff, running left is Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout.
Here we go.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they take a knee.
Here we go.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you